Okay, before we start, quick recap. Um, okay, this is what we learned yesterday. Not too much. Lesson one is listen and take action. Strat videos equals bullshit. At least 1 hour a day. But that's really just for the videos, but still, just at least 1 hour a day. You know, they say if you spend 20 minutes on something every day for a year, you reach the level of a master. But I think that really depends on what you're doing. But then we have our contract that we made, Dolphy / TGR contract. That's my signature, and I don't know his signature. And then journal all the time. I didn't journal. I didn't journal today. But I'm technically about to right now, so shit. And I'm eating.
Welcome to day two. Day one clearly was not too difficult. You just had to sit there and watch me cry like a little bitch. But here we are, day two. We're actually looking at charts, but you probably won't learn much again because this is going to be a video from scratch, but you will gain, this is going to be a course from scratch, but you will gain a couple things. I'm going to toss in some little tips that you probably didn't pick up when you were a beginner, that can help you along the way. So today we are going to be talking about candlesticks and price movement and understanding price movement within candlesticks. Okay, so we're on the S&P 500 right now, and pretty much every single chart you're going to have is going to price movement. So today we are going to be talking about candlesticks and price movement and understanding price movement within candlesticks. Okay, so we're on the S&P 500 right now, and pretty much every single chart you're going to have is going to look like this. Wow. Okay. Pretty much every single chart is going to have, candlesticks like this, right? You can click through whatever ticker symbol you want, and you'll see candlesticks, okay? And these candlesticks describe price, okay? How do they describe it? Okay, through...
Hold on. Candle sticks describe price. I just want to remember that.
Bodies and wicks, okay? These are called candles. Describe it, okay, through bodies and wicks, okay? These are called candlesticks because they leave wicks, okay? And these candlesticks tell a story. So, with that being said, let's move over here and draw our own little candlesticks. Okay. And I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, I don't need to learn about candlesticks. I know you don't, okay? I know you don't, but this is going to be beneficial, trust. Okay? So, these are two candlesticks, okay? Let's say...
I'm gonna just draw the shit. I won't lie.
Bro, how do I...
Well, he's getting his shit together.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, okay. Ready? So we have two candlesticks. Let's dude, I wish I could color this thing. Okay, ready? This one is going to be a down candle. So I'll color it in like this. Actually, that looks terrible. Forgive me. We're going to make this... Oh, here. I'm so stupid. There.
Okay.
There we go. That's a down candle. This is an up candle. Cool, cool. Okay, so we're going to do a quick overview of what these candlesticks represent, what the open and the close represents, what the body represents, and what these little wicks that they leave behind represent, okay? So, first of all, understanding candlesticks, okay, we need to understand what time frame we are on. There are so many little different time frames up here that I'm scrolling through, right? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7, 8, whatever, okay? And if you're very new, you're probably saying, well, what do those things mean? That represents the time that it takes for the candlestick to close. Okay, so if we are on the 5-minute chart, which we are on currently, if one of these, let's just say this is an actual candlestick within the chart, one of these candles, this candle represents 5 minutes of price action, of price movement, okay? And the reason why these candlesticks are so beneficial is because we can read and see exactly what price did within those 5 minutes with just this one candlestick. Okay, oftentimes I can even be able to understand and pretty much just guess what is going on 1 minute structure just purely based off of a 5-minute candlestick or 2 5-minute candlesticks. And once you get good at this, you'll understand how to do that as well. But okay, we're on the 5-minute time frame. One candle represents 5 minutes of price action and market movement. Okay, so when we see a green candle or a bullish candle, okay, we see that it goes up and it ends right up here. Okay, green means boom, price went up, right? Everyone knows a green candle means up and a red candle means down. So in this instance, price opened right here where the body of the candle starts, and it closed at that 5-minute mark right here. Okay?
Hold on.
And right means down. So in this instance, price opened right here where the body of the candle starts, and it closed at that 5-minute mark right here. Okay? So boom, right here is the open, and boom, right here is the close. Okay, we can put this thing down. Oops, shrink. The close and the open. Cool, okay? Now, what do these little wicks that are left behind mean? That shows where price went during that 5-minute duration of time, okay? But it never ended up closing there. It just shows where price went, right? It left a little snail trail, okay? It's like you take a shit and you put on your underwear and it's like super white, like brand new Calvin Klein underwear, and your shit from a minute ago left a little snail trail. It's showing that you did go take a shit. To be honest, I don't know how this really.
What? That
relates to this. But anyways, okay, it shows where price went. So that means, right, if there's a wick all the way up here, that means within this 5-minute candle, yes, it didn't close up here, but price moved up to.
Okay. The wicks show when the price went but didn't close.
This point, okay? And then same thing with here, okay? Down here was the lowest price point that price went within these 5 minutes. So now we know, okay, this is the highest point it went to, and this is the lowest point it went to, okay? Same exact thing on a bearish candle, okay? Just slightly different, okay? Instead, the open is up here, okay? And the close is down here. Okay? So the close on a bearish candle.
Okay, so it's reversed. Okay, got you.
Candle is lower, obviously, and the open on a bearish candle is higher. Okay? Remember, oops. And again, right up here is the highest point that price was able to go to, okay? And down here was the lowest point that price was able to go to. Perfect. Candlesticks fucking simplified by TJR. Now we can get rid of this bullshit. Okay? Now we are going to talk about candlestick patterns.
Okay, this is everything I wrote down. I don't know if I should have wrote down more, but I think I kind of get it. That's day one. This is day two. So we have candlesticks describe price. So the wicks shows where the price was but didn't close. I can't even read my own handwriting. No, where the price went. The price went but didn't close. Okay, and you can see I drew a little arrow from the wicks to the wicks if you catch my drift. And then at the top we have price close. That's a positive candle. I'm gonna call them positive candles because that just makes more sense to me. So for the positive candle, so like candle that went up, positive candle, up candle, the price closes at the top and opens at the bottom. And then for a negative candle, candle, it opens at the top and closes at the bottom, which actually makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I'm just writing that down. I should have been able to put those together with just common sense, but yeah, it's good to know. I'm sure.
Patterns, and I know what you're going to say. You're probably going to say, "Whoa, TJR." Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? I thought you hate candlestick patterns. I do. I hate the candlestick patterns that are based off of mountaintops, fucking W's, head, shoulders. That shit is BS. I also hate candlestick patterns. I really hate every single candlestick pattern that is that contains more than two candles. The only candlestick patterns I like, because they can actually show you price action and dictate where price is going to go, are the single candlestick patterns. Okay, so let's look up if this thing will load. Candlestick patterns cheat sheet.
No such thing.
Hopefully this pulls up the single candlesticks. Okay, good. It has some of them on this.
I'm bugging.
All right.
Never mind. So there's just a cheat
Let's
sheet.
zoom on in. Okay.
So this is free bread.
So,
I'm lying.
First of all, we don't give a fuck about this entire top row. Okay? I also don't give a fuck about anything in here. Anything in here, anything from here and below. I only care about dojis. Long-legged dojis and dojis are the same thing. Okay? Cross dojis and inverse cross dojis, dragonfly dojis, hammers, okay? Those are the only things I care about, okay? Just this row. Forget about all this bullshit. This is garbage, okay? No, we don't give a fuck. All right? Just focus on this row right here, okay? And why are we going to be talking about this?
Better write this down. Doji is doji, and a long leg doji, same thing. But let me just write it down anyway. I'm pausing while I write it down because I don't want to keep on having to go back. Is this because I'm Loki? Wait. Okay, Loki is leaking a little bit, but it's cool. So what did he say he cares about?
Just focus on this row right here, okay? And why are we going to be talking about this? Okay, it's because these candlesticks are showing price action and showing where price rejected and where it didn't, okay? So, if I can honestly just find these on the chart. I don't know why I pulled that up. But with
There's one. Is this not a doji right here? Okay, let's see if he uses that as the example.
Candle, this is just like a perfect example. With a candle like this one, right?
Okay, let me try and break this one down. So this is where, okay, so that's, okay, it's blue and black. I'm assuming black is negative. So, none of them. Okay. So price opens here and price closes there. but that's where the price went. So there was a lot of action positively, and I'm using low low level vocab because I don't know economic terms too well.
See, price opens right here. It doesn't go low, right?
Yeah.
It pushes all the way up to this point, but
Yeah.
then closes down here.
So that makes sense. That's like an indicator it's gonna go down, right?
Okay, this candle is essentially saying to me, okay, we have strong bulls, but not strong enough to close. Damn. Not strong enough to close all the way up here or here or here or here. We left a fat ass wick up here, meaning it was not strong enough to close above whatever was residing above here. And more than likely, it was taking this liquidity.
See, I don't know what that means.
Okay? So,
Why is it taking liquidity from there? What is liquidity?
oh, right? We knew that price pushed up, closed still bullish, but there was weakness because it couldn't finish out this candle, right? Now,
Yeah, I get that.
let's find another example, okay?
But are these not dojis here? So it's not about what it looks like. What is he looking
Right here.
for?
Okay, similar situation, but with a doji. Usually, dojis, which are just small bodies of candles, okay? So when a
So this one, like right here. So why is he?
candle looks like this. Dojis are great for reading price action. Okay, it's usually small body, long wicks, or
Okay, so that still classifies as a doji. So what's like doesn't matter.
just small body of a candlestick in general. Okay, looks like this. Okay, something like that of some sorts. Okay, probably not that long of candles of wicks, but you know what I get. You know what I'm getting at. Anyways, dojis are great because they can show us indecision in the market and indecision with a bias in one direction. Okay, so when we see this bearish doji, right, we're obviously not taking a trade off of this, but we need to be able to read the candlesticks, right? These are the small things that intuition can build, that experience builds by being able to see and read these candlesticks when most people aren't able to do that. Most people are saying liquidity was swept, we broke structure, but you guys can't even read these candlesticks.
What does
You don't
that
even
mean?
understand what these are saying to you.
What? Liquidity swept and we broke structure. What does that mean?
Telling you a lot of information. Okay, so this candlestick in particular, right, we see, boom, big sell-off down here, okay, and then we
Yeah.
get to this candle. Okay, we get long wicks to the downside,
But it doesn't.
but
it doesn't
not
close
a
there.
full body close,
Yeah.
right? We don't see
So it's coming back up.
a big body
Okay.
close to the downside. It means we're losing bearish momentum.
Bearish
Okay, and as you can
momentum.
see, we did lose it. We start consolidating, pull up a little bit higher, and then nothing fucking
Okay.
happened.
What did he say?
Okay, and as you can see, we did lose it. We start consolidating.
Wait, what was the word?
It means we're losing bearish momentum.
Bearish momentum.
Okay, and as you can see, we did lose it. We start consolidating, pull up a little bit higher, and then nothing fucking happens after that. Right? So we lost bearish momentum with this candle. We can see that through the long wick to the downside, and then it failing to close lower in a regular size candle, right? This is a doji. This is showing indecision within the market. Okay? Again, right, we see the long extension of a wick to the
Yeah.
upside, all
Doesn't
right,
close there, though.
showing that, hey, you know, we pushed all the way up here, but we failed to close above here, right? We failed to close above these price points, and then what happened? We fell, okay? But this is not something you take a trade off of. This is just slowly learning and understanding.
Okay, wait. Let me write some shit down. Doji. Oh, bro, I'm like, I need to start using a pencil. I spelled that so wrong. Okay. Let's get on my dick. Okay, so I'm kind of coming up with my own little definitions here. So I wrote down. Okay, let me just read it. It said doji show uncertainty in the market, but is not enough information to take a trade off. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but that's my current understanding of it. Obviously, help me, please. Actually help me. Like, if you see this on YouTube, and I'm sounding retarded or like being dumb or slow or whatever, pop a comment, bro. You can be me. Honestly, okay, not too mean, bro. Like, be chill about it. Be chill about it. But help me out, bro. Help me out. That's my current understanding. I'm not 100% sure if that's right, and I'm not using a lot of economic words because my economic vocabulary is not too extensive. So I'm kind of just I'm filling in gaps with my own vocab.
Okay, these candlesticks. This is just slowly learning and understanding. Okay, these candlesticks and what they're trying to tell you. Okay, let's go over to gold. Gold can give us some great momentum, some great volume, and also shows us some great candlestick patterns. Okay, let's go to the daily. Where are we at? Okay. Right here. Okay. This is a great example. Okay. We push up, we come down. Okay. Yes, we formed a bullish doji, right? This is a doji candle. However, right?
Which one's he talking about? Is he talking about this one? Because this one to me looks like a doji candle, but I feel like he was talking about the black one.
A bullish doji right here. Okay. This is a great example. Okay. We push up, we come down. Okay. Yes, we formed a bullish doji, right? This is a doji candle.
No, he's talking about the.
However, right?
What's a bullish doji? Bullish. Great. Okay, hold on. That's not what I was asking for. I just can't read that. Common doji, long leg, dragonfly, full price, gravestone. Where's the bullish one? No, this is gonna confuse my brain. I can't start reading this. I just need a photo. Please, just what's bullish? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's this. So what's it when? So is it like when the market opens, it goes a little bit high, doesn't close there, mainly negative though, but it's a positive candle. But the candle's high, like on the upper sides of the wicks. You know what I mean? So like it opens here, right? And it probably went up a little bit first, and then it dropped. But then it came back all the way up here, and then it closed. And then you see it keeps, and then this side, and then this one, because it's on the 5 minute, right? So then the 5 minutes, so that 5 minutes ended, and it came back here. And then probably for the first like 2 minutes it went up, and then for the last 3 minutes, straight back down, and then it closed. And then keeps on going up. I think, I don't know. Again, if I'm being stupid, help me.
We failed to push up completely. Yes, we see strong rejection to the downside, and yes, we do see closures to the upside. Okay, this is why we cannot be taking trades purely off of candlestick patterns, because this is only one confluence. Okay?
Bro,
yeah, we see
confluence. Holy.
Boom, super strong rejection to the downside with this wick, and then we close bullish still, right? But we're in a downtrend. We are continuously breaking structure to the downside. Okay? So that's an example of where we can't let our bias get lost in these patterns, okay? These are very, very minimal in what you need to.
But what was he trying to tell me? I kind of just spiraled off on my own
Patterns
mission.
because this is only
I gotta go back.
Okay, yes, we formed a bullish doji, right? This is a doji candle. However, right, we failed to push up completely. Yes, we see strong rejection to the downside, and yes, we do see closures to the upside. Okay, this is why we cannot be taking trades purely off of candlestick patterns, because this is only one confluence. Okay, yeah, we see boom, super strong.
Hold on. Don't take trades off candle.
One confluence.
Of candle.
Okay, yeah, we see boom, super strong rejection to the downside with this wick, and then we close bullish still, right? But we're in a downtrend. We are continuously breaking structure to the downside. Okay, so that's an example of where we can't let our bias get lost in these patterns. Okay, these are very, very minimal in what you need to trade, but it is good to understand and to know and to learn these. If you don't know them already, they're fairly simple. You really just have to know, right, a fucking strong close, which is what literally a regular candlestick looks like to you. So like this candle, for example, is just a strong close, right? It's full.
Okay.
It's full.
So I'm assuming you're saying it's strong because it's like certain. Like there's no wicks shooting up that like makes it like uncertain. Like people aren't buying and selling at the same time. Like it's pretty set on everyone's pretty much selling, right? Is that what he means by strong? Because there's no, okay, that's probably what he means.
It has not a high wick to the upside. If anything, a high wick to the upside on this candle would be even more of a reason for it to be a strong close. And then also, right, the wick to the downside is fairly.
Why would that make it better to be a strong close? Doesn't that just cause like more uncertainty? I really feel like I'm being, I don't know,
small again compared to the body, right? So we had a move to the downside and we were able to close and continue down, right? And it wasn't just a wick to the downside and then a move back on up showing weakness. Okay, let's just keep going through and spotting these on the chart. Okay, again, right? This candle is a great example of something where like we see liquidity get swept in almost like a confirmation candle. Okay, right? We see this long wick to the downside. Price, at one point, remember guys, we have to understand that price was opened here.
yeah.
So at one point in time during this week, price was literally a big red candle.
Yeah.
From this point down, right? Everyone probably thought this shit is going to the floor.
Oh,
Right? Because, and this is where like your headspace can get fucked up, because people get so caught up in the candle that's forming and not the candle that has formed. Okay? We can only make bias and decision on candles that have formed, not candles that are forming. Okay? That's why we always wait for a close for a break of structure. Right? We have to wait for that candlestick to close because, right, it's not an actual candle until price action is done within, whatever time frame that we're on. Okay, so this candle, for example, we get a strong rejection to the downside, right? Price pushed all the way down here, but then nope, was able to, first of all, opens down here, comes all the way down here, and then rallies all the way back up to this point and closes up here. That is a very, very strong bullish candle, right? We see massive wick to the downside, tiny wick to the upside, meaning it literally closed almost as bullish as it could have, right? On most bullish candles, you're going to get some sort of wick, and on most bearish candles, you'll get some sort of wick to the top side or to the downside. But when it closes so fully like this with a strong rejection to the downside, that is telling you that's telling you 1,000 words, right? That candle is telling you exactly where price wants to go. Okay, what does price end up doing? Rallies higher, takes out these highs, etc. Okay.
Okay.
So
I think
this is all that I want you to do for today. I know today boring as shit, boring as hell. You're probably like, what the fuck? But
no,
right,
this is great.
Starting from a clear slate. Okay.
Because you have to keep in mind, I know nothing, absolutely nothing. Like, I've never traded a day in my life. I've never sat on the charts. Like, I've tried before, but I'm really just gambling when I do it there, because I'm just like, you know, feel like it's gonna go up. I feel like it's gonna go down. Like, that's really all I'm doing, bro. Like, I don't know anything. Is what I'm trying to say.
Trust me, we're going to bring you guys up with this, and it'll get going a lot quicker than you think. Okay, so all that I'm asking you to do is get on whatever chart you trade, okay? Whether it's SPX, GU, GJ, whatever. Okay? Get on whatever pair that you trade, okay? Get on whatever pair that you trade and just spot these and see how market reacts. Like, literally just being on this chart, I can see two. Boom. Massive wick rejection to the downside. Still not a good close, but what happens next? We do get a full bullish close. Boom. Rallies. Takes out these highs. Right? Okay. Similar to this, right? We have a doji long wick to the downside, bullish close right here to the upside, right? We can use these two in confluence together. Right, we have this full candle and then this doji with a big wick to the downside showing rejection after several weeks of being down. Right, we can show exhaustion through the dojis. Okay, and then we get boom, closure to the upside. Price rallies, takes out these highs. So,
bro, he's using such like human emotion words with the market. Like, he's treating it like a person, like this, like that has like mood swings or something.
All that I want you to do. Again, strong wick to the downside, full close, rallies. So all that I want you to do is choose whatever pair you trade, okay?
Basically, in a nutshell, what I've gathered from this lesson is that when there's strong aggression, I actually cannot put the words together. Basically, you see how this doji here, you see how it opens here? Oh, it actually opens at the top. Opens at the top, it comes all the way down, but it comes back up. So there's like, it's like rejecting the downflow. That basically means it's probably going to go up. But then he also said, don't take trades with candles. So I don't think it's like 100% certainty thing. I think it's just like an indicator, like probably one of many indicators.
And just look for these and see how price reacts off of these certain price points, okay? Find at least 10 examples, okay?
But I don't know what he means by like, and then it skies off, it reaches these heights. Like, what did he say?
Okay, get on whatever pair that you trade, okay? Get on whatever pair that you trade and just spot these and see how market reacts. Like, literally just being on this chart, I can see two. Boom. Massive wick rejection to the downside. Still not a good close, but what happens next? We do get a full bullish close.
Massive rejection to the downside.
Boom. Rallies. Takes out these highs. Right? Okay. Similar to this, right? We have a doji long candle, or
And what does it mean by take out these highs?
long wick to the downside. Bullish close right here to the upside, right? We can use these two in confluence together. Right, we have this full candle and then this doji with a big wick to the downside showing rejection after several weeks of being down.
Wait, which one did he say is?
Right, we have this full candle and then this doji with a big wick to the downside showing rejection after several weeks of being down. Right,
Yeah.
we can show exhaustion through the dojis, okay, and then we get boom, closure to the upside, price rallies, takes out these highs.
See, why, what does this have to do with anything? I don't understand why he goes, maybe it's not that he's talking about. I actually don't know. I feel like we'll learn about it.
So, all that I want you to do, again, strong wick to the downside, full close, rallies. So all that I want you...
Strong wick to the downside, showing rejection, full rallies. Okay, I'm gonna write down some terms that I wanna know. Full rally. Question mark.
You to do is choose whatever pair you trade, okay? And just look for these and see how price reacts off of these certain price points, okay? Find at least 10 examples, okay? This is your homework, all right? Find at least 10 examples of these doji candlesticks, okay? Understanding wicks within the market, right? There's a saying, wicks don't lie, and I literally think there's someone that teaches on like YouTube or
Wait, it was
literally
10.
think in the market, right? There's a saying, wicks, understanding wicks within the market, right? There's a saying, wicks don't lie, and I literally think there's someone that teaches on like YouTube or Instagram named Wicks Don't Lie. I may be wrong though. It may be Fibs Don't Lie. I don't know. But wicks do not lie. Wicks and candlesticks tell the whole story, okay, of price action. No, we do not care about a fucking mountaintop. Look how that shit played out. Fucking horribly, right? You got stopped out.
Okay, so that's homework. Wicks. What did he say?
Fucking mountaintop. Look of price action. Wicks tell the whole story.
Price action. Wicks tell.
Okay, of price action. No, we do not care about a fucking mountaintop. Look how that shit played out. Fucking horribly, right? You got stopped out. We don't give a fuck about mountaintops. We care about price action, okay? And that is what we are going to be studying this entire course, okay? So, with that being said, that's your homework, okay? Very, very short lesson today, but essential, okay, in you know, slowly gaining that fucking market experience that I know you guys need and want, okay? And honestly, these are going to be the lessons that are more important for you guys because this is shit that you guys probably brushed over and don't think about too often. So, homework is find 10 examples of this. Homework is find 10 examples of this on your own pair, on your own chart that you trade, okay? Take screenshots of it, fucking label them, do whatever you need, but not only do I want you to find examples of this on the chart, but find how price ended up reacting off of these examples, okay? And that will give you a better understanding of candlesticks, okay? the closes of candlesticks, how wicks work in this market. Okay, wicks tell so much of a story within this market. These candlesticks tell the entire story of this market. Okay, so if you cannot understand candlesticks, you won't be able to understand the market, because we have to read these things. These things are telling us a story, and we have to be able to read them and dissect them and understand them. So, with that being said, that is day 2. Super short day. We're starting off slow. This is like syllabus week, right? We'll start you off with the easy shit, and then we'll get into the difficult stuff. Okay? So find 10 examples of that, and then...
Bro, if this, like, okay, you know what? From what he was explaining, actually, I think I get it. I hope I get it. But nah, this didn't seem too complicated. Like, I got the gist of it. I was just getting confused with, like, the other stuff he was saying. Like, what was it? Full rally and whatever the other stuff was.
I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Peace.
All right.
All right, boys. Welcome to
day. So day 3 is discipline. That one's 33 minutes. We'll go through that one tomorrow. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do my homework. So here's everything I wrote down today. Hold on. Okay, here's everything I wrote down today. So day 2. Candlesticks describe price. Correct. And then we have a little diagram there, because I'm a visual learner. And then we have, so you can see what I've done here is I made a line from the wicks to the word wicks, so that you know what I mean. The wick shows where the price went but didn't close. Now, I got that. That's calm. And then we got Doji, little diagram there. Looks like a plus sign. I don't have green and red. I only have blue and black. So obviously blue positive, black negative. Doesn't really make much of a difference. So no cap. Long leg doji, same thing, doesn't really matter. And I was gonna write something here. I don't know. I was gonna write something, and then I said, I'm just gonna read that. I said, doji show uncertainty in the market, but it is not enough information to take a trade off. Now, really just peep how I spelled uncertainty, if you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an I in there. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't have an I in mine. And then big letters, don't take trades off candles. And also, if you guys think my notes are retarded, fuck you. This is how I do it. And then full rally, question mark, that's a question. Like, what's a full rally? And then wicks tell the story of price action. And homework, find 10 doji candles and understand wicks. Now, I think I understand wicks pretty well, and I think I could spot the doji candles too. I couldn't name them, but let's try. Now, I think we should go... No. I think we should go... It doesn't matter, does it really? Let's go GPD, British pound to the US dollar. And then we'll do, what did he say, 5 minutes, like he was doing. Okay. So I think this would be classified as a doji right here, no? Oh, am I bugging? There's 2 dojis. Okay. So it opens here, goes up, uncertainty, goes back down, close. Now, I don't know if that's I think that would be a doji, right? There's a lot of... Am I bugging, or is there a lot of dojis here? Like, I'm really just like one... No, okay, this has to be one, right, surely? That's a doji right here, sure. This is a doji right here. It's unfolding in front of me. Should I try and predict the price action? Oh, but it's here now, though. So... It's opened here. It's closed here, so new candles forming. I was gonna say down, but I won't lie, that would have been a straight up guess. Like, I have no reason for me to think it's down. Except for, well, I mean, there's this, right? There's that, and that's what? Uncertainty? But now it's back up, so I'm just really chatting out my ass. Okay. This is a doji, right? Right here. Opened, closed, mainly went down, uncertainty, shoots up, goes down. That's the pattern I'm seeing here. Now see, now this defies the pattern. See, this would confuse me right here. This would confuse me, even though, but it's not like a major uncertainty though, it's pretty even. Like it's not too, like, yeah, it's not too much. Same thing here. Even though I don't think this would be really classified as like a doji. But this is resistance towards the positive, but then it still goes positive. I feel like I'm being real retarded. I won't know. Okay. Like I feel like there's just something I'm not understanding. Okay, let's see this. Okay. Opens here. Probably goes up, then drops a little bit. Then it closes here. And that should signify like an upward movement, but with my understanding, but it doesn't. I mean, it does short term, but not long term, not at all. And I mean, this is the 5-minute market though. This is just like a classic doji, right here. That's just literally the cross. My question is, what is going on in the economy right now, bro? Why are we tumbling? Okay, you know, that's none of my business. So I see here, I don't think this is a doji though, this is just like a candle. But the wicks, so the trade opens here and it falls, but it doesn't close there, it comes, shoots back up. But what does that signalize? Like what does that mean? It's like there's uncertainty in the market is what I'm assuming is what he was saying. There's uncertainty in the market. Okay. What does uncertainty mean? Like, because uncertainty means just willy-nilly fuck go anywhere. But I'm, again, could be being slow. See, okay. Like that would have been a terrible trade to take. But I mean, it depends on how long you held it for, I guess. But like this is a doji. This is a doji. If the homework was to find 10 dojis, that's fucking nothing. I want to know how the wixes work though. Like actually. Down. Price opens. Goes down. Uncertainty. Comes back up. Closes. The next one opens. Same thing. Up. Up. Down. Closes here though. So it's pretty much the same. And then here. See uncertainty in the buy. Because it comes back down. And oh, okay, well we have a fucking live example right here. Now, I don't know what this means is gonna happen. Opens. closes, opens, closes, opens, closes. And this one pretty much stayed in place for the whole 5 minutes. Well, not stayed in place, but it ended in the same place in 5 minutes. But so is this candle currently in the making? Oh, look, it's literally leaving wicks behind. Okay. But I think I might be overthinking it. Or maybe I'm not thinking enough. Could honestly be a bit of both. But we did definitely learn something today. We learned what dojis are, how to spot them, and they show uncertainty in the market. But so does this show that they're uncertain to buy? Like they don't know if they're gonna buy or not. What are they waiting for? Are they trying to see what other people are gonna do based off that? So they're like, it's like a mental game. Is that, or am I tripping? Like, is this just not like a game? Okay. I don't know what any other candles mean except for dojis, so that's great. Let's find some more. Here, uncertainty shoots up. Okay. But you can also see, now, do dojis normally come in pairs? Like, there's one, like, yeah, kind of. One. They're pretty common, or am I, like, yeah, it does drop, and it comes back. Huh. And you know what's crazy? This is probably so unimportant in like the grand scheme of things, but you know what? You gotta know the little things. It's always about the little things. No, but it's not like fat though. It's just a little bit of uncertainty. Like where? Okay, let's go to a different market. Let's go to the yen. See what's popping with the yens. There's not a lot of uncertainty going on, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there's a lot of dojis everywhere. Here, here. But they're small ones though. Does that make a difference? Here. I mean, obviously it makes a difference. Is that considered a doji? Here. Holy shit. The market did not move for 5 minutes. Here's one. But this is like, just like this whole thing is like so, I don't know why it looks so different when I zoom in. How zoomed in am I? That might be the issue. Okay, let's see what happened before this big jump. Let's see what was going on. I don't know how far I have to see what was going on before, but it was pretty steady, right? Like that seems pretty steady. So what triggered this big buy? There's probably some shit to do with over here, bro. No cap. Like what's like information you could gather for this big buy? You know what? We'll probably learn that. I'm asking too many questions. I'm stepping out of my league here. Right now, I just need to focus on the Dochis. Dochi, what? Why does it do that? Dochi, here's one. It's a pretty big one, but it looks really small when I zoom in. So there's uncertainty to buy because it went up there, but it didn't finish there. So that everyone was buying, and then they were like, I don't know, and then sold. Or am I taking the word uncertainty too literal? But then afterwards, everyone saw the cat. No, but they watch it live though, bro. I don't know, bro. What's like, and then it shoots up. Not a lot, but it goes up, comes back down. Now here we are. Huh. Okay. Maybe this is just a really bad, like, trade. Okay, DGI, whatever this is. Dow Jones, industrial. Yeah, see, fuck, I'm cooked. Let's go to gold. Okay, here's one. Dochi, there's Dochi right now. So they have uncertainty to buy. So does that mean it's gonna go down? Eventually, obviously it won't be instant, but like if I were to buy, obviously, remember, don't take trades off candles. But if I were to take a trade off this candle, I would say down. I would sell. That's what I would do. Is that the right choice? I don't know. Because it's a positive candle, but it's got a negative, it's kind of got a negative outcome. Huh. With this Dochi here, a lot of uncertainty. I feel like with this one, does this just mean wait? Like, okay, hold on, this could go anyway. Is that what this means? Because this is just like the like, it's just fodder. It's fodder, right? On my back end, it's fodder. Just a little goon, and none really came from it. It's like, Okay, let's see what's popping in silver. Okay, wait, I might be thinking about this all wrong. Because what I'm seeing here is, it buys here. There's a lot of people selling though. Like, the market's going down. The market's going down. But then it shoots up. And then here, it's positive, market's going up, but it starts kind of dwindling a little bit. So what's the wicks trying to tell us here? And here. Huh. What was I just on? I was on gold. What was I saying? I was saying it would go down. So I was wrong. I'm just trying to figure out the logic here. So if someone buys here, I mean, if the thing, whatever it's called, candle starts here. What's it? It opens here. And it goes down. So since people are selling, do they want to buy? Does it just like create like a buy reaction? Because it's like, oh, okay, they're selling their shit. I don't want to say something because I feel like it could be really retarded. I don't know. Is it like a short term? It's like, okay, the market's going down, people are selling. That means you buy because you sell low you buy low and sell high. So like since it's dropping, they're like, okay, let's start buying because now people are selling, which means you know what I mean? Or am I just straight tripping? Like, but I'm seeing this pattern here a lot though. But I don't see it for the other way. I mean, kinda here, doji, but they're not strong dojis though. And then also this defies the pattern too. But that's not like crazy. Like this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. This is like, I see it, yeah. Remember, we're supposed to spot dojis, doji. Then see, look, opposite way and it starts plummeting. Okay, that's my takeaway from this. That's my takeaway. Even though oh shit. Don't take trades off candles. This is still my takeaway. Doesn't mean I'm gonna take trades off candles, but this is kind of what I've gathered from today's lesson. I don't know if it's right though or not. I won't lie. I don't know. But yeah, that's day 2. Day 2. Let me just. Do I need to make a thumbnail? Nah. Alright. Day 2. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.